Balancing Act's Analytics module is a powerful way for you to get deeper insights into your users' input and save time in preparing reports for policymakers. Analytics allows you to go deeper on an individual budget and, importantly, allows you to see all actions taken on your simulation, both from those who submitted responses and those who didn't. Typically, the number of users is at least 4 times the number who submitted. Analytics lets you assign whatever weight you want for each type of data. Start by choosing your budget from the drop-down list at the top. In this case, we've got some simulated data, and I'm going to choose Colorado's budget, and it's going to pull up the information just for that budget. And so this information will look familiar from the dashboard, but this is focused just on this budget. I'm going to scroll down, and you'll see the familiar information, including the top refers. And as we go down, you begin to see some new types of graphs, and I'm going to go down to the revenue side for this. And you can see that we've got the new information displayed. So this big orange bar is the average submission increase or decrease, and the blue bar is the average submission increase or decrease, but just from those who clicked, not from those who submitted. The orange bar is for those who submitted. And then we've also got some trend lines here that show the median. So the orange one is the trend line for the median for the submitted, and the blue one is the trend line for the median for those who clicked. Median can be useful to sort of soften out some, if you've got some users that might have chosen some extreme measures, the median can help flatten that out a little bit. You can also go up here and you can select which items to display on this graph, just simply by clicking and unclicking, and it's all very handy. Each graph has the option to download as a PNG, as a JPEG, etc., or to download as a CSV. Very handy to do if you want to plop something into reports. Scrolling down, you've got just a listing of the top 3 increased and decreased on revenue and expenditures. And then this is a brand new feature that takes advantage of our ability to track clicks now. This is the opens by category. So this is just people who clicked on a category and opened it. It can be very useful for seeing where your interest of the users are. And this is opens by expense. And once again, you've got the option to download if you wish. This shows the top items changed, or not just the top items changed, but it shows the number of times each was changed. And so in this case, you can go here and look at individual income tax and see that it was changed 275 times. You can go over here and do the same thing for expenditures. And you can choose what to include on this. If you deselect it, it simply disappears. It's a very handy little feature here. And this is the category breakdown. This in a tabular format, it gives you some high-level information on each of the categories. I'm going to come back to this in just a moment because this is how you drill down on a category, is by clicking the hyperlink on the left here. But before we do that, we just want to finish off this page. These are your exit questions. So these are just from people who submitted. These are the questions that appear after somebody hits the submit button, and these are configurable by you. In this case, it's just gender, age, and zip, but if there were an additional question here, such as are you satisfied with city services, that would show up here as well. And then I don't think this budget has any, but comments would also show up down here. Okay, let's go to one of these categories. Let's drill down on colleges and career training as a category. So now we're looking at just information. There's a whole array of information here that just pertains to what users did after they were in the colleges and career training category. So this tells you what the budgeted amount, and you've got helper tips right here. This just shows you what the baseline was. This shows you what the average submitted amount was, lowest, highest, etc. There's just an awful lot of stuff here. It's fairly self-explanatory, but it just will give you a chance to see a variety of types of information about just that category. And then here is the subcategory breakdown, and we're going to come back to that in just a sec. Once again, these are clickable and allow you to drill even deeper. But this gives you information about the info and details clicks. So the blue info icon, if you're using that to help explain and give context, that's what shows up here in this blue one. And then the black one is more details. And obviously more people are looking at the more info, but this shows you both what people had interest in learning about and then what people had interest in learning more about. So very useful information. And then over here is an interaction, and so that is an indicator of what was changed. And so in this case, 205 people changed state support for college, and down here, 136 people did. So once again, very useful information. It allows you to drill down, have as much information as possible for you and other decision makers. And then comments are all summarized down here. Okay, we've got one more level to drill down deeper, and that's to go into the subcategory breakdown. And so if you click on this over here, let's click on financial aid. You can see you've got the same type of treatment with these top level boxes that are all defined and explained for you. And then it also has a summary of comments. So that's analytics. We think that this is a major step forward in not just providing an easy way for you to prepare reports, but also for you to get deeper insight into what residents are interested in and how you might be able to respond and use this information to help create a smart and wise budget. Okay, thank you very much.